thought this would be a good video to do. Had a bit of an issue today with soft washing some render, and I started the day out and I was drawing from the bleach tank, but as the day's gone on, I've noticed that it seems to be getting full even though I'm using bleach. So I believe what's happening is these check valves, they can break. There's like a little spring in there. So if you ever find that the bleach tank is getting full, you can have water coming back up here and then down into your bleach tank. So yeah, just bear that in mind. If you don't seem to be sucking the bleach out, consider that this check valve is could potentially be broken. I'll do a video stripping one down to see if it is actually broken, and we'll just prove it. Okay, so I'm back at the van today and we're going to see if this check valve is actually broken on the bleach. So we'll check what's actually happening, but I'll just give you a quick demo of what I believe the issue is. This is the theory behind it. Now let's see if it actually is like this. So when I was on the job, I was parked on a slope, and the water was really full. We used the bleach, but because the water was full, I think that there was a sort of a siphon effect that was filling the bleach back up with water. So how those how the manifolds basically work is you've got this like check valve. So you've got a check valve on here, and it only allows the water to go in one direction. So as you can see, the water comes up, there's a check valve that stops, you know, any bleach coming back down that way or vice versa. But what I believe is happening is, if this check valve is failed and the van was parked on a big slope, because of the way the van was positioned on the slope, the water was really high, and it was siphoning the water through here. And because this check valve was broken, it was basically topping up the bleach tank. So yeah, I think that was what was happening. We're going to find out. We're going to take this off and you know, test if that theory is correct. So here we go, and I'll show you how to do this now. It's quite easy to replace these check valves. So on our new systems we use George Fisher metering valve, but these are on like a union. So you just unthread it like that, like so. That's disconnected now, and then we're just going to take it off from the top here. So just grab your pipe grips there, and we're going to loosen it. So you're going to want to make sure you hold everything tight, because we don't want any of the seals to break on any of the other parts. Otherwise we've got to take it all off and reassemble it. So you definitely need to hold this top piece here and just unscrew here, because the only other of the Softwash system working is air leaks on the vacuum side. So the vacuum side is a bit before the pump. I might need to suck those off. I might need to suck them off actually, because I've been this. So what we'll actually do is we'll slacken them all off. Okay, let's take them all off. There we go. There we go. There we go, that's nice and loose. So yeah, take this off, this off, this off. careful. And if you can, flush it through with water first, so we don't so it's basically broken. So if I get a new one side by side, oh no, okay, I haven't found that out yet. Let's take this off. Ooh, sticky. Well, it's sticky. Okay, let's take it apart some more. I'm going to replace that with a new one anyway. Interesting. And the seal's okay. Yeah, so we're going to replace that. So what else could it be? That's the one that's connected. So the only other way is if the three-way valve. But I'm pretty sure maybe that just stuck open. I don't know. Well, it's good practice to just replace this anyway. I haven't replaced... This is well over a year old, so... And this one doesn't stick at all. No stickiness at all. So yeah, I'll replace this now. So just need some sealant. But first, take this apart. Done. Might need some new fittings there. Oh, that's stuck in there. Ooh, that wants to round off. Whew. Get a new one of them. Okay, so got a new one. Easy to round off. So just need some sealant. Bit of this stuff. The more the better. So that's going to go on there. Make sure it goes on the right way. So it's going to go on there. It's going to go in the back. This is the thing that's a little bit annoying, is that it was a bit sticky, that check valve, and I'm not going to know if that really was the cause of the issue until I put the van in that same situation. But I'm quite confident that's what it was. The next thing I'll probably check is that, see that banjo valve, three-way valve. Just double check that all them bolts are nipped up. Oh. And we all moan, well, if anyone's ever had a dosatron and they don't like the dosatron and they go, you know what? If I have a soft washing system, a 12-volt soft wash system, everything's going to be perfect. Everything's always going to be working fine all of the time. That's not true. You still have little problems, maintenance things you got to do. So if anyone wants to get into soft washing, or they want to buy something like this, okay, fair enough. This might be 12 months or 18 months since I've had to replace anything like this. But it's not without its problems. You still have little bits and bobs that you got to do. You know, I'll stick this video on YouTube. But in some ways, you got to figure this stuff out on your own. Got a few videos on YouTube repairing and fault finding on various bits of equipment. It's quite simple actually after a bit. But yeah. Go, put that on there, put that on there, here we go. Piss. So we don't actually secure this to the block, because if you ever need to replace these, you then got to undo all these pins at the back, and it's a pain in the arse. So the only thing holding this on is some pins at the back of here. Okay, I'll probably tidy that up a bit with a bit of cloth. But yeah, I think this is the culprit. Yeah, so that seal is, I don't want to say it's deformed, but I think it might be designed like that. Yeah, to fit in that groove. Yeah, so it does stick. Well, it's not sticking now. I don't know. There we go. Righto. So we'll check that. Next thing, let's make sure these bolts are nipped up. I think it's a 13 or 14 mil spanner. That's 14. Oh no. 13. Okay, I've nipped them up. They're fine. So let's just give this a test. I'm thinking I probably should let this set for a little bit, but I'm going to go right ahead for it, give it a little spray. We'll see if this is the wrong move. But I need to test this before Monday. So let's test it only with water through it. Alright, so we've got a bit of an airlock. So we're pulling air through now. That's the sound of an airlock. Bless me. Bless me. Here we go. That's more like it. Pretty happy with that. No leaks. So now just turn this off. Let the pressure build up. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I think that was the issue. If you want equipment like this, visit our website, Hero Softwash. Peace.